So you have to bring yourself out of the business and you have to pause. Now there's some rules that we need to follow. So you want to write these down. First rule, you cannot retreat on site. It's absolutely impossible. You will get sucked into your business day, and as soon as you're sucked into your business day, you've lost the retreat. Because part of the retreat is to decompress. Now, okay, let's say that you don't have a lot of money, you're a brand new business, or you're thinking about going into business. What my brother and I would do is we would retreat at his house at the pool. Just grill out, just get away, get out of the office. We'd take a walk in the park. Maybe as we got a little bit more money, we would actually take our company on trips, but we would carve out days, usually in the morning, where we would go and we would retreat as part of our business day, the stuff we wanted to do in the morning, okay? So you gotta get off site. That's the first thing, absolutely positively. Second thing is your brainstorm recorder. And I'll talk about that in a minute. But the brainstorm recorder, pencil and paper is great. Now most of you are gonna use technology. But if your technology has access to work, which all of it does nowadays, then let me tell you what happens. I have great experience in this because I had 5 teenagers at the same time with our kids. That's how we were a blended family. So they were between 13 and 19, all 5 of them. And you're sitting there, and I'm just going to explain what happens. You're going to be sitting there on retreat, and you're going to hear, whing, and you're going to start to shiver a little, and then you're going to start to convulse, maybe a little bit of frothing, and you're like, oh, I just got to look for a minute. It might be that prospect I needed to hear from. And as soon as you go out to that email or that text, you've lost your retreat. So make sure there's no access. When you're on retreat, you're retired, in essence. Now, maybe it's a couple hours, maybe it's a day, maybe it's 2 days. I would recommend at least a day, if not 2, that you do this, because it's going to take you a couple hours to just decompress from work and forget about it to a degree, right? So record down your thoughts, and then this is from Disney. So Disney would do Dreamineers, right? So a Dreamineer is a person that will, what they would say is whether you're looking at a theme park or whether you're looking at a new animated picture, what they would say to their people is like, just dream. Don't worry about cost, don't worry about the technology, don't worry about if it can happen, don't worry about the order of it, just dream and write it down. So that's what we're looking at doing. Now, what I wanted to do is I wanted to really solidify these 3 things in your mind. So what I did is I went to the source of all sources. And if Dr. Seuss says that basically you can steer yourself any direction you choose, then obviously it must be golden. But there's an important point in this. Right now, what I want you to do is draw an imaginary line in the sand, right? Where you're at right now. March 15th, 2024. That's where we are. Everything behind you is in the past. There's good decisions, for sure, and there's bad decisions, for sure. Some of the bad decisions you can't shake right away because you just got to carry the baggage with you until they can weed their way out. But it's all in the past, so you don't forget about it because you have wisdom there, but you can't change it. The point of the matter is you're at a line right now. Where are you going to go? It's a blank slate. Are you going to go this direction? Are you going to stay on the same path? Or are you going to go this direction? And the same path is not bad necessarily. Maybe you're on the right path. But unless you retreat, how do you know? So this is what you're really thinking of. This is why you go on the retreat. Now, it could be just you if you're self-employed. If you got a couple of other department people, management people, leadership team. First it started with my brother and I. My brother and I would just do it. And I'll talk about that in a minute, how we would do it. And then it developed into more of our leadership team of our company. And we would take time and say, let's sit back and think, where are we at with things?